Join Kids Hat family. Whoa, that was odd, wasn't it, Tia? Yes, it reminds me of Henry, the ghost of the Warren family house. What is Henry's story? Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful family of the Warrens. Jim and Alice and their two children, Penny and Rick. They had just moved into the new house. Penny and Rick loved their new house. Look, Rick, I can see till the lake from my bedroom window.
That's awesome, Penny. Come and see. From my window, I can see our garden.
I am glad you love your rooms, children. Maybe you can tie a swing for them on the large tree, Jim.
The children were excited by their mom's suggestion. They quickly went to the garden and helped their dad tie the swing for them. Later, they came back into the house, had a lovely supper, and everybody went to sleep. It must have been a few hours into the night when Rick was awakened by a noise in the garden. He looked out of the window. It was the swing, and someone was on it.
Who is there?
Hearing the sound, whoever was on the swing quickly got off and ran away. Rick also went back into his bed and fell asleep. The next morning, the Warrens gathered for breakfast.
I saw someone on the swing last night. I couldn't see clearly in the dark, but it was someone short.
What? That's not possible, honey. I'm sure it was the wind playing tricks with you.
Oh, Mother, it is possible. I did see someone last night.
The day wore on, and everybody forgot about the person on the swing. Rick and Penny were playing in their room when Penny called. Hey Rick, look, there's someone on the lake. But there was no one that Rick could see. The next morning, the children told their parents about what they saw on the lake, and their parents dismissed their fears yet again. A few days passed. The children kept seeing odd shapes, and their parents kept refusing them. One day, Penny found that her maths homework book was missing. Soon Rick found that his favorite cricket bat was missing. But Mom, Dad, you have to believe us. The grown-ups were about to disagree with Rick and Penny again when suddenly Mrs. Warren's stew-wok came flying at them. Everybody ducked.
Looks like the children were right. There is a ghost in this house.
Yes, there is.
We must figure out what the ghost wants. And so everybody decided to talk to the ghost.
They waited in Penny's room at night, hoping that the ghost will come to take more of her books. And right as they were, the ghost came and went to Penny's desk.
Hello, Mr. Ghost. Oh, hello there.
Everybody was shocked. The ghost was no more than a boy.
How can we help you? Help me? Really?
Yes, we would love to.
That would be nice. I am stuck here like a ghost because I died before my last wish was not fulfilled.
Really? Tell us, please. How can we help?
My name is Henry. I was a very good student and I loved math. In the last week of my life, I had written a maths exam. I knew I would top the class, but before the teacher could declare my results, I died. I want to make my mother proud of me. I wish the teacher would check my test paper and she still keeps in her desk and tells my mother the score.
As Jim and Alice watched Henry's ghost go out of the window, they decided to help him out. The next morning, they inquired about Henry's school and teacher. Once they had found her, they went to her and requested her to please check his paper. Just as Henry had said, he scored the highest in class. Next, we must find Henry's mother. Let us talk to the principal. And so the Warrens got Henry's mother's address from the principal. They set off towards this address. They found Henry's mom and explained their case to her.
Is my Henry all right?
Yes, ma'am. And he loves doing math.
And he wanted you to have this. My son Henry, he stood first in class again. I am so happy.
Suddenly, Henry appeared in front of her mother.
Mother, I am so happy to see you. I kept my promise, Mom. I came first in class. All I wanted was for you to know that I came first. I feel free to go now.
Henry, my son, I will always be proud of you. Jim, Alice, Rick, and Penny, I will never forget this. Thank you so much.
As everyone watched, Henry turned into a bright light and vanished. The Warrens returned to their home, never to be disturbed by any ghosts again. Wow, Tia, I never knew that there can be some good ghosts too. Well, Tofu, like there are good people and bad people in this world, there are good and bad ghosts too. You know, I have decided what I want to become for Halloween this week. Let me guess. Henry? Absolutely. How did you know, Tia? I just did. Now come on, let's go home before the cold wind comes back. Tia, Shan told such an interesting story, right? Yes, Tofu, the story was quite interesting and meaningful. I agree. And now it's your turn. Which story will you tell? Will it also have a message at the end? Exactly, Tofu. It's time for a ghost story with a hidden message. Dem Bones. Once upon a time, there was a Captain Kidd. He knew that he might get caught for having a stolen booty. So, to save himself, he traveled up the Jersey coast to find a place to hide his stolen booty. After searching for a while, he finally found the place near a grove of gnarled, wind-swept pines on Sandy Hook. One dark and scary night, the adventure galley slid silently into harbor at Sandy Hook. There were two hidden watchers who saw a crew of scurvy buccaneers armed with cutlasses and pistols. They were rowing multiple heavy chests into the shore. A tall and bold man came along with the crew who was wearing red whiskers and a cocked hat. The watchers immediately recognized that he was the leader, Captain Kidd. The captain, with all other pirates, disappeared into the grove of pines and came back to the adventure galley and sailed into the last vestiges of the dark night. Then what happened, Tia? What happened to the booty? The curious watchers kept the information secret and went down to the pine grove a few days later with lanterns and shovels. They could not find anything and they shared the tale with other good folks in the region in hope to find something. The news spread and every day somebody would go to the pine grove in search of something interesting. After a few decades, the pine grove dried up completely and nobody could find anything there. Does this mean the story has come to an end? Keep patience, Tofu. It's still going on. A few years back, there were some stunted trees, some wind-swept grass, and on certain dark nights, Dem Bones that were left in the pine grove. Dem Bones are nothing but the skeletal remains of all the pirates that were with Captain Kidd. People say that they saw the Dem Bones come sailing up in the ship made of shadows. The ship moves silently up the coast at the dark of the moon and anchors near the shores of Sandy Hook. 2 or 3 boats are filled with scary glowing skeletons that are seen wearing cocked hats and tattered buccaneers' garb. They have belts full of pistols and long cutlasses. The biggest Dem Bones has a skeletal parrot sitting on his shoulder. Skeletons? Really? This is so scary. Then what happened? Actually, it is said that Dem Bones carry heavy trunks of treasure onto the shore and scatter them all around the place where the pine grove used to be. After this, all the skeletons have whiskey and light up fire on the sand. They sing and dance and make noise so loud that they can wake up the dead if they weren't already awake. Once the glowing skeletons are tired of all the partying, They lie down and discuss stories of all the treasures they have captured. Some of the skeletons take out jewelry and wear them, while some play with gold coins. When the night is the darkest and the sun is about to rise, the Dem Bones pack up their trunks and row back in the scary ship of shadow. Slowly, all the glowing skeletons disappear with the ship in the darkness. This was a great story, Tia. I've never heard this before. I identified the message that greed fails everyone. We should not be greedy at all and stay satisfied with all that we have. When can I open my gifts? Isn't it amazing? People gave us so many gifts this Halloween. We'll open the gifts tomorrow morning. It's too late now, Tofu. You should sleep. Please, can I open them now? No, Tofu. It will make me happy if you'll show some patience. Patience is a virtue. I'll just open it and then wrap it up again. Tia will not even know. Hey Tofu, you want to listen to a bedtime story? Yes. You know that I love stories. Okay then. But let me just warn you, it's a scary one. That's interesting. I won't get scared, Tia. Magic Castle. There was a woman who lived in the countryside. Every evening, she used to take her dog for a walk near the forest. One evening, they strayed off the path and mistakenly reached a ruined area where she saw a small cave. Something was written on the entrance of the cave. It read, "Do not enter the magic castle at midnight." She went back home but could not stop thinking about it. She also asked her neighborhood friend about the magic castle. She also said that it's a bad omen to visit the place that nobody has ever visited. This increased the woman's curiosity and she decided to go to the magic castle at midnight. She reached the cave and entered inside, completely ignoring the warning sign. Upon crossing the cave, she saw the castle. She opened the door, but another warning sign was written on it. "Do not enter." Ignoring the sign yet again, she moved further and reached the staircase. The stairs kept squeaking with every footfall. She reached another door, but that also had a warning sign. It read, "Do not open this door." Ignoring it again, she tried to open the door. It appeared to be jammed, so the woman tried hard and pushed it harder. It finally opened with a loud sound. The woman entered the room and it was completely dark. She noticed moonlight coming from the window. The moonlight was falling on a long wooden object. She went near the object and found that it's a coffin. On it was another warning note. "Do not open this coffin." And do you know what did the woman do? Yeah, she opened it. Yes, she opened it. You want to know what was inside? Yeah. Was there a treasure? No. The woman opened the coffin and there were lots of colorful Smarties. What? Yes, this is what happens when you don't listen to your loved ones. I know you were going to open the presents, without telling me. That's not right, Tofu. I get it. I'm sorry. I'll be patient and will only open the gift tomorrow morning. That's nice. Listening to your loved ones can save you from a lot of trouble, Tofu. Yes, I get that now. It's just those gifts looked amazing. Yes, they do. And I understand that you can't wait to open them. But sometimes you have to be patient in life. And people who learn the art of patience never get disappointed in life. Well, I have learned my lesson. I'll sleep peacefully and will open the presents tomorrow morning. Very well. Now go to sleep. Good night, Tofu. Good night, Tia. For your favorite rhymes, stories, and more, join Kids Hut family. Subscribe here.